So as a small business owner and entrepreneur, are you constantly struggling with online marketing? It seems to be changing all of the time. What do we focus on this week? That's the topic coming right up. So as a small business owner or entrepreneur, there are just options coming at us all the time about online marketing and which ones should we choose. So I've got an expert on online marketing with me here today, and you may see a family resemblance. This is Alex, my son, who was my marketing manager for a couple of years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and then went off and actually started his own online marketing agency. So what do you call it?
Online Marketing Whiz.
Online Marketing Whiz. We'll put a link below. So Alex, if people are watching this and struggling with, we've actually just been going through with my business some of the things that we should be focusing on. We've got a whiteboard full of like 20 things, but which one should we focus on? So for people watching who are maybe a little bit new to online marketing, what would be 3 or 4 things that they're going to get the biggest bang for the buck?
Well, I think you could make it, you could put it into 3 points. There's definitely, we'll go over them a little bit more in the video. Definitely first one, SEO. That's the biggest bang for buck that we've seen within the business for clients. Second would be AdWords. You could almost put that over to pay-per-click, all the pay-per-click, so Bing ads as well. And then social media marketing, you've got your Facebook, LinkedIn, that kind of stuff.
I think we've all heard of SEO, search engine optimization, and there's on-page and off-page. So what should we be looking at?
Definitely. So SEO, basically SEO, if you don't know what SEO is Google's search page. When you type in a search term, SEO, if you SEO a website, it optimizes the website to get put up for that search term. And ultimately, if you're up for a search term, it'll make you sales if people are clicking on your website.
So the aim here is always we're trying to get in, the top 3 or 4, aren't we?
For sure.
For that search.
Yeah, not many people are going over to the second page, so you want to be on that first half of the page. What we like to say is, if you're not doing marketing, you're not really being seen. So, it's easy putting up a website and saying, hey, come to you could say my online shop front. If you're not doing anything SEO wise, you'll be going back to that page 2, page 3. No one's going to see it. So the SEO is going to bring that up there for the search terms that you need. So
yeah, it's a very basic concept. So if you're totally new to online marketing, not actually promoting yourself online is like opening a new store and having it around the corner in a tiny back lane and no one knows where it is.
Correct. SEO is putting that big sign up on Google saying, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very lucky in that, you've been looking after our websites and so on for years, but, in the early days, I can remember you saying, don't do keyword stuffing. So,
Correct. Long are the days, yeah.
So if you're running a plumbing business or something, don't go best plumbing, and get that 100 times on the page. That just doesn't work anymore.
For sure.
So it's got to look natural, hasn't it?
Correct.
The content, but making sure that you got your keywords there in the page.
Yeah.
That's what Google's looking for.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So a lot of it is about the keywords within the page, but then you've got the offline stuff as well, on off-site stuff as well. So links coming into the website. So that's usually the hardest bit, to get those links onto the website. It's basically giving Google a thumbs up that your website is good for that particular term.
Yeah. So they're like external votes, aren't they? So
correct.
When Google's deciding which page to put, near the top of the search results, if lots of people are linking to your page, then it's kind of saying it's a bit of social proof that
correct.
That's probably a good page.
It's almost like a review, almost.
But they're not stupid, because over the years people have gone to link farms and all that kind of stuff, trying to get thousands of links. So
correct.
There's very smart algorithms now where they work out, is that a legitimate link? Is it related to your business?
Yeah, one link is better than 10,000 bad links. So definitely worth putting a lot of effort into them.
That's a big part of what you do for clients. So
correct.
Without giving away the secret sauce necessarily, how do you get links?
How do you get links? A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
So reaching out to people, blogging, that kind of stuff, getting people to link over to your posts, your pages. You can sponsor different places, and you usually get links over to your website. You become, part of your local commerce, all that kind of stuff. That links over to you. There's directory pages that you can get links from. They're not as good, but they are links. And
Okay. I actually, there's obviously a bit of a trend in what people are teaching for SEO. I would get about 10 emails a week these days.
Yeah.
And it usually says, hey, I've written this great article on such and such, would you like to put it on your website?
Yeah.
Or I'll write articles for your website, just give me a link back.
Yeah.
And I go, I know what this is about. No.
Yeah, I get about 10 a day. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So, definitely not needed. But it's just knowing who to go with. And
All right.
if someone's just emailed you out of the blue and you know nothing about them, it's probably not the way to go.
All right, next one was AdWords. So we spend thousands of dollars a month on AdWords. Are we wasting our money?
Yeah. So
Yeah?
no, you're not. No, not wasting your money. So yeah, AdWords. AdWords is, I think it's one of the best. It's something that you can really, you can see exactly where your dollars go. I've got clients that spend $1,000 a day on AdWords.
Wow.
So, and that's just a plumbing business. That's a local plumbing business. So, if you can show them that they're getting their money's worth out of the ads, and you can show them on, the reports that, hey, you're spending X amount to get, this amount of calls, blah, blah, blah. If they know their numbers and they go, hey, I'm getting, it's costing me $100 for a call, something like that. For a plumbing business, that's huge. Because
that's a good thing with AdWords, isn't it? And most Google products, you can really track through exactly.
For sure.
It's not just about how many visitors have I had on my website, but which pages did they go onto, what actions did they take?
Yeah.
And there's a whole science, isn't there, to sort of measuring that and having
Definitely.
unique phone numbers on different pages for them to call. So
Correct.
You can track exactly the performance of those ads.
Correct. So usually you'll have a form on the page, you'll have a Google forwarding number. If someone calls that number, we can actually track that, and it came from which search term that someone typed in to click on that ad, which ad they clicked on, and it kind of trickles down, and you can see exactly what's working, what's not working. You can optimize that and get that a little bit smoother.
Okay, so we've got SEO, we've got AdWords, and we could do whole videos on each of these.
Yeah, we could.
This is just to give you a flavour. And social media.
Social media.
Yeah,
Very broad.
How many social media platforms are there?
A lot.
I mean, we operate on, let me just think, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Google Plus is gone now.
Yeah.
But it's hard to keep up with all of those. So how do you decide which platform's good for you?
I think it kind of depends on what type of business you have first. So if you're a B2B business, LinkedIn is the way to go, on YouTube. If you're, say, if you're making dresses, or you're a fashion brand or food brand or anything like that, Facebook and Instagram is massive for that. I think it kind of depends. So an easy way to do that is figure out, where the big players are in the industry, where are they on and where are they succeeding, and you can kind of copy their format and figure out, this is probably the way to go for me. But yeah, it definitely depends on the industry.
And I think one of the things that people get wrong, particularly when they're new to social media, is this concept of social selling. You don't jump onto Facebook and LinkedIn and say, hey, buy my stuff.
Correct.
That just turns people off.
Correct. You almost got to butter them up first.
Yeah. So it's about, there's a great book, who's the author? I'll comment below if I remember, but it's called Jab, 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 Right Hook.
Yeah.
And basically what that means is that you should be, I guess, feeding your online audience with lots of great information and tips, and occasionally offer something, whether it's a product or an event. But so it's the jab, jab, jab is providing value, providing great information, and then the right hook is maybe providing something for them to engage with.
Correct. It's almost a 90-10 rule. So
yeah, I think
so. It's
9 jabs and then a hook.
nine jabs and then a hook. That's right. So 9 pieces of content and then 1 time selling. Yeah. So a lot of businesses these days, that's a major problem, major mistake with social media. Almost every post they're trying to sell, and that actually decreases their engagement rates.
People off.
It decreases engagement rates, and the social media actually doesn't show up your post as much as other people, because people aren't engaging. You're selling all the time. People are getting a bit off of it. So that's a major
I see
mistake.
people make that mistake a lot on LinkedIn. And
Correct.
I generally accept most connection requests on LinkedIn. But it's interesting what sometimes happens. I'll always sort of look at the profile and go, oh yeah, they're in my industry, and that's worth connecting with. And then, probably within an hour, I get this message saying, hey, we've got this great system, can we come and talk to you about it? Or, we've got this fantastic product. And I go, It's a bit like meeting someone in a club. Hi, my name's Rob, buy my stuff.
Yeah, correct.
Social media is social. So, it's about building relationships and trust and so on.
Correct.
Don't just try and sell people stuff.
It's building yourself as a thought leader. So if people think that you're that thought leader in the industry, they're more likely to buy off you. And for that to happen, it takes time. So it could be months, before you actually approach someone that's been within your channel. So,
but I tell you what, it pays off. I was telling someone at an event yesterday. They were a little bit reluctant about putting themselves out there on LinkedIn and sharing articles and videos and things like that. But I was relating how a couple of months ago I was up in Bangkok visiting potential customers and past customers and so on. I had 10 meetings over a few days, and not one of those people didn't know me. And I mean know me. They said, I love that video you did on warehousing, or that article you wrote on blockchain was really helpful. Every single one of them had read something. So what does that mean? As a business person, maybe if you're in sales or business development, it means that you're kind of going a couple of rungs up the ladder already in the relationship. They feel like they know you.
For sure.
And they kind of know what you're about and what your values are, and that really helps a lot. To me, that's what social media is about.
For sure. It's about engaging with people, and then maybe they'll work with you one day. It's not about selling all the time.
So that was 3. That was SEO, AdWords, and social media. Let's go for a 4th. Without notice, what would a 4th be?
Email marketing.
Email marketing. There we go.
For sure.
That still works?
Yeah, definitely it still works. Spam filters these days are making it tough for people, but email marketing is absolutely massive. And a lot of businesses' value is based on email marketing lists these days. So if you've got a list of 20,000 people, that's huge. That's worth a lot of money, just because the amount of sales that you can make from that list. So,
but the same rules would apply though, wouldn't it? You can't be just spamming people all the time.
Correct. The 90-10 again.
Sharing knowledge, sharing information, tips. Yeah.
Correct. If people aren't opening up your emails because you're just selling all the time, then it'll get stuck in spam filters and stuff like that. So you need engagement there as well.
Cool. So maybe we might have to make some more videos on this, because it's a very broad field and it's constantly changing. That's
Always,
why I have this guy on hand to keep me on track. So you know how it works on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, do like, do comment. Do please comment below and I'll get him to answer all the questions. Do subscribe. We have a video coming out every Wednesday. So by liking and commenting and subscribing, we know which topics you like, and we'll bring more of those topics to you. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me.